Welcome back to the DFS Sweatshop. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night. Get him in your lineups. Get him in there, and let's go get this money. Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. Yo, what's happening? What's going on? This is your big homie, the DFS Jerusalem, and of course, you can follow me on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Yo, on today's show, we're gonna talk a little bit about what happened last night. We're gonna take a look forward to this monster 12-game NBA slate that we do have. But yo, man, and we're going with the regular formatting of the show. We're gonna talk about what we did last night, how things went, and also kind of dig into what we can look forward to. Also, most certainly, we have to talk a little bit about the feature for players of the night, the most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. But first things first, I have a little rant that I want to run down. There's some bullshit that took place today. It really was. Because, I mean, on a 2-game slate, news is like key. Like, news is key. Knowing what's happening is key. And like 3 minutes after lineups lock, we find out that Patty Mills is starting DeJounte Murray to the bench. Now, what that meant to a lot of people, I should have played Patty Mills and not so much DeJounte Murray. But what that would have meant to us in the sweatshop, guys that are a little bit more knowledgeable about, NBA rotations and what goes on, that would have put us so much on Kyle Anderson, because we would have known. So the primary ball handler in that situation is going to be DeJounte Murray. Whenever DeJounte Murray when he's on the court and it's the regular normal starting 5, the primary ball handler is DeJounte Murray. When you take DeJounte off the court, put Patty Mills on the court, then the shift takes place there, and we understand now one of the primary ball handlers is going to be Kyle Anderson. So that means that the ball's going to be in his hand a lot. We're going to see him make plays. You know what I mean? And the fact that news came out late really, really threw me off, man. It really did. Because if I had known that previously, oh my God, I would have had way more Kyle Anderson. Way more. The second move that pissed me off was when we find out that Bogut is not playing. So all the fuss all week has been, since we all got played by the homie in the last game out. Brook Lopez, right? Because the minutes were so awry. The minutes were so crazy. Like, we didn't know what the minutes were going to be, how long these guys are playing. Like, they run 10 players deep. Everybody plays 18 minutes. Well, had we known, had we known that Bogut was not going to be able to play, because he's the guy that backed up and came in second at the center spot in the last game, we would have known. Then we could have, put more eggs in the basket, talking about a guy like Brook Lopez, because of course now Nurkic was a top center player on the slate. Don't get me wrong, but if you wanted to save money, you could have most certainly grabbed the homie Brook Lopez and still came out the way you wanted to. Okay, so let's go ahead, man. Jump into it, man. First thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna do a quick No, fuck that. Let's jump into it. The feature 4 players. First guy we're gonna talk about is the Who Dat scoring all them points over their player of the night. That's gonna go to none other than Kyle Anderson, the aforementioned 26 minutes he played. Yeah, 16 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, also blocked 2 shots and had a steal. Only turned the ball over once. That is a mistake-free basketball at 4.5K in salary. Very, very nice play there. 36.25 DraftKings points if you had him. I know you enjoyed that because you were in the minority. I'm talking about this dude was like 11% owned in most GPPs. Very solid play was Kyle Anderson. The next guy we're going to talk about is the how did I miss that play tonight? And I just explained to you how I missed this play. I had one share of Brook Lopez on FanDuel lineup that didn't cash. I had absolutely no shares of him on DraftKings, and I did better on DraftKings than I did on FanDuel tonight, which is crazy. All right, 27 points, 3 boards, 1 assist. Also knocked down a big 3-point shot late in the game. Had a 1 block shot and 3 rebounds. This big 7-foot ass motherfucker got 3 rebounds. But you know what? I can't talk shit to you tonight because at 5.6K, you brought back 33.75 DraftKings points. That's good for 6X. Baby, you are the how did I miss that play of the night without question. Very solid performance we saw from Brolo. The next guy we're going to talk about is the heat check play tonight. And this doesn't have to go to the guy that scores the most points. It really doesn't. But the way Big Game Dame stepped in, and I just knew this game was going to go into overtime. I just knew this game was going into overtime. And when I saw Dame step back, well, at a certain point in his dribble breakdown, where he was, deciding what he was going to do, I was like, man, time is running out. He usually makes his move right around 6 or 7 seconds. Well, it's 4 seconds and he's still dribbling. I said, this man about to jack up a fucking 3. And he looked like he was going to hit it. When it came off his hands, it looked good. I knew the game was over. As soon as he shot the ball, it was over. So he really jammed me up. Well, let's take a look. I'm going to show you how it breaks down. And this is Twitter, so you can't sue me for this. Check it out.
Got Brandon Ingram with those long arms guarding Lillard up top.
Lillard picked up by Ingram. Lillard, this is for the win. .7. They've got the lead, and the Lakers still have time.
Killed me. Really thought we were going to see overtime in that game. So that's why tonight you, the big homie, Big Game Dame Lillard, you are the heat check play tonight. 34 points, 6 boards, 5 assists, 2 3-pointers. Didn't steal a ball or block a shot. Only had 2 turnovers, but you played 39 minutes, and it was very good basketball. You won the game. Awesome. Now, let's talk about that one motherfucker. Yeah, bro. I'm so glad that the DK Live app didn't have his face. Because you know what, Lonzo Ball? You don't deserve to have a face. You should be a shadow. You know why? Because you're in somebody's shadow. You know whose shadow you're in, Lonzo Ball? You're in Kyle Kuzma's shadow. You have a show. You have a shoe. Kyle Kuzma doesn't have a show or a shoe, but guess what he does have? He had 22 fucking points. Guess what you have? 0 points. So Kyle Kuzma has points. You don't. You have shoes. Kyle Kuzma doesn't. Something is wrong here. Something is wrong. And for tonight, you, Lonzo, Mr. Ball, he's a motherfucking snowflake with your old snowflake ass. How you gonna go out there, the #1 pick in the draft, your daddy running around, everybody, Lonzo Ball, all in the family, ball, and shit. And the one thing you didn't do tonight is ball. That's the one thing you didn't do. the one thing you forgot to do tonight was motherfucking ball. Take the ball and put the ball in the basket. How you don't score a damn point? Kyle Kuzma is the best rookie on the team. He don't have no shoes. He don't have no shows. You got shoes and a show, but you ain't got no damn points with your old snowflake ass. And I ain't gonna roster your bitch ass again till you're well below 7K. Let's get on with the rest of the motherfucking show. Now, let's get to it, y'all. Now, we've got 12 games on this slate, man. I'm telling you, yo, I'm coming from all angles. Yo, I'm rocking out FanDuel, okay? I'm rocking out on DraftKings. I'm rocking out also on Yahoo. Let's get it in, man. Plenty of different ways to get it, all right? So, like I said, we've got 12 games on tap. It's going to be a really nice slate. let's go ahead really quick and just roll through what happened last night. Let's just talk about it briefly. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I am going to spend a little bit more time on Lonzo Ball with his bitch ass. How you don't score a damn point? That's ridiculous. That's unfathomable for a motherfucker to not score a point in 48 minutes of basketball. First game we're talking about, Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. Yo, the Spurs jumped all over the Warriors' ass in this game early. And I was like, whoa, this could be good. Because anytime you look at the Warriors and you see them down in the first half, that usually means you're going to get some fourth quarter Warriors, which fourth quarter Warriors is never a bad thing, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to start with the visiting team, man. Kevin Durant started off pretty slow, but he ended up getting right. 24 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, 3 big block shots. That was nice for him there. Didn't miss any of his free throws. He hit 2 of 4 3-point shots. Pretty solid game there. Draymond Green was knocking on the door of a great game. He really was. 16 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, 1 steal, while shooting 87% from the field. Klay Thompson, man, he was hot as lava, bro. 27 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block shot while shooting 64% from the field. Steph Curry, 21 and 8 to go with 4 assists and 3 steals. And probably one of the better plays off of the bench here was Jordan Bell in only 11 minutes. 2 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block shot. Pretty solid performance from him in only 11 minutes. The San Antonio Spurs, on the other hand, Kyle Anderson, bro, 16 and 7 rebounds to go with 4 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Nice game there. LaMarcus Aldridge was actually one of the best plays on the slate, man. 24 points, 10 boards, 2 assists to go with 2 steals, and 2 blocks, while shooting a paltry 36.4% from the field. This dude should have rocked the slate, man. If he just shot a guy that big, man, you got to shoot better around the basket. You really do. That's come on. Now, Paul Gasol in 25 minutes had 11 and 6 to go with 2 assists. Not horrible. Rudy Gay in 18 minutes over the bench had 9 and 7 to go with 1 assist. Also had 1 block shot. Manu contributed a little bit, 6 points and 2 rebounds in his 18 minutes. But we just didn't see a masterful performance from the San Antonio bench, and that's what couldn't keep them in the game. DeJounte Murray in 19 minutes had 4 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Not a great game there from him. The nightcap, the last game we're going to be talking about, is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. And, of course, excuse me, Los Angeles Lakers, and, of course, the Portland Trailblazers. Now, this was a pretty solid game. This is a pretty good game, man. And it came down to the wire, down to the last second. You had to enjoy this game. This was a really nice one, man. We're talking about the Lakers side. Brandon Ingram, in 32 minutes, he had 14 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, and 2 steals. He shot 45% from the field, did not hit a 3-point shot. Larry Nance Jr., man, broke his hand, bro. So you've got to keep an eye on that one going forward. He only played the 19 minutes, but he had 7 points, 5 boards, and 1 assist. Brolo, 27 points, 3 boards, 1 assist, while shooting 9 for 15 from the field. Hit 1 of 4 3-point shots. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, I kind of like this is going to be a KCP game. I felt it, and I was almost correct. I was almost right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he had a decent one. In 34 minutes, he led the team in minutes, which is cool. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He shot 50% from the field, but just didn't take a lot of shots, man. He only took 10 shots. If he just shot a little bit more, it would have been a better game. Jordan Clarkson off of the bench had 14 and 1 rebound with 4 assists. And, of course, Kyle Kuzma, who is better than Lonzo Ball, had 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block, while shooting 10 for 17 from the field for 58%. Pretty solid. And your boy Lonzo Ball, his old snowflake ass, he had more rebounds than points, more assists than points, more steals than points, more blocks than points, more. He shot 0% from the field. Horrible game. He shot more 3-pointers than he had points. He had more he had more turnovers than points. He had 1 turnover. He had more fouls than points. Horrible game from that dude. On the Portland Trailblazers side, Nurkic was nice, man. In 28 minutes, he had 28 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, while shooting 60% from the field. Very good there. Maurice Harkless, man, really disappointed me, man. In 29 minutes, he only had 4 points, 5 boards, 1 steal, and 1 block. And remember last year when nobody knew who he was or even cared about him? He was like a hungry young player, and he would go after every loose ball. He would play super fucking hard. He's just not doing that. It's like he's okay with being a bullshit starter on the team, and he's not playing. He was playing his way into the league last year. He was playing for his life. And it doesn't seem like he's taking that same approach this year. It just doesn't. Damian Lillard, 32 and 60 with 5 assists, also shooting 44% from the field. TJ McCollum, 22 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Off of the bench, we saw Pat Connaughton in 19 minutes scored 9 points and grabbed 1 rebound. Not great. Ed Davis, 7 points, 8 boards, and 1 assist, also blocked the shot. And that is the review from last night. Let's go ahead and jump into today's slate, man. First game we got is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks and the Detroit Pistons. 205-point total here. We got Giannis Antetokounmpo priced for DraftKings at 11.2, so the price has come down some. Drummond is priced at 8.2, kind of like, ooh, this is going to be a good one. So we can definitely attack both of these teams. Both of these teams are not like awesome rebounding teams. You know, you hate to play point guards against the Milwaukee Bucks. I played Kemba against them last time out. That didn't go super well. But Reggie Jackson at 6.4, he's going to be usable to me slightly. He's slightly usable here. I love Tobias Harris because you get him for under 7K. He's at 6.6. I think he's going to be a very, very solid play here in this game. Giannis at 11.2. Now we've got to look at that because if he's priced this low, you know, we've seen him jump above 12K, and I would call this a mini slump that he's going through. And 45, 43, 57. But I really think that you shouldn't have any issue if you wanted to play Giannis Antetokounmpo here. I kind of like him. Chris Middleton is now priced at 7.2. I don't love him in this spot. Henson at 4.5. Don't love him. Graham Monroe, of course, should be out. So, I mean, yeah, maybe you can play John Henson here. You can play Henson. And I think Andre Drummond also comes into play at 8.2 as well. Now, I'm not loving too much off of the bench in this spot. Not at all. I'm really not loving too much off of the bench in this spot. I'm not. Nah, I'm not. Let's move on. Next game we got is going to be the Chicago Bulls and the Orlando Magic. Yes, the Vooch, baby. Give me all that. Yes. Give me that Vucevic, man. You all like Vucevic. I like Aaron Gordon here. Elfrid Payton is a game-time decision. So we can come back and revisit that. But I love Vooch and Gordon, man. Maybe not on the same team, but I'd still like both of them. I like them. Give me some marketing at 6.4. I think he's still in a solid spot. People are not playing him, and that's why he's been able to do so well and stay priced at that point. Nobody they're just not playing marketing, and I think we can most certainly at 6.4. I kind of like him in this spot. David Nwaba at 3.8. Yo, the last game he played, he scored like 3 points, but he got like hella boards, and he plays with high energy. You know, the homie Manny Dale says that they love him in Chicago. We've seen Orlando play pretty bad and give it up to the point guard spot. Now, that was without Elfrid Payton, so we do want to keep in mind that was against a different point guard defense, and Elfrid Payton is actually a pretty decent on-ball defender, especially against point guards that he's bigger than. I think he's like 6'4", I think, Elfrid Payton. Let's take a look. See what it is. Ooh, look at that. Right here. Elfrid is like 6'4", so guards that are his size and smaller, I don't have any issue playing. Well, I don't like to play them against Elfrid Payton, but I'm going to take a look here at David Nwaba and maybe even some Jerry and Grant. I'm going to take a look at those cats. Off of the bench, Denzel Valentine. He would interest me. What was Zipser's minutes? Because last time, yeah, he only played 15 minutes last time, and I thought he was going to see more minutes, which would have hurt Denzel Valentine. How many minutes did Denzel have? He had 17. Yeah, so this is not great. This is not great. So far, give me Gordon and Vucevic. That's who I like so far. Next game we got. This is going to be a good one. Yo, I love this game right here, man. I love this game. This is going to be a good game. We're in Philadelphia. Vic Oladipo is priced at 8K. That's a lot for Vic, man. That is a lot for Vic. But without Miles Turner, man, we've got to continue to consider these cats, man. Collison at 6.5 is usable. I don't love Thad Young here, but I think Vic is playable, and I don't think people are going to want to play him a lot. Bojan at 4.4. He's been shooting pretty hot lately. I can use him. On the other side, I like Ben Simmons. The dude is a triple-double threat every time he steps on the floor. Sabonis, I'm not going to play Sabonis against Embiid. Not at 6.3, but I can play Embiid here. I think I was a game early on Saric. I'm going to go back there at 4.5. Robert Covington, one of the more streaky up and down players in the league. Had a really great game last time out. Don't think I have to play him here. I kind of don't love him in this spot. We should have JJ Redick here. So that's gonna limit minutes, I think, for cats like Jared Bayless and maybe even TJ McConnell at 4.9. The price is creeping up. TJ McConnell, yo, 3.8. TJ McConnell is nice. Like that TJ McConnell, 3K, 3.8. That's awesome. But the 4.9 and 5K, I don't think I can get there. I can't get there. No, I can't get there. Next game we got is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers going to Washington to take on the Wizards. There's a chance that I could be at this game tomorrow, man. And I do like LeBron James again in this spot, yes. We should be seeing Otto Porter, and if that's the case, I think you can give me some Otto here. I'm not particularly in love with John Wall as much as I like Brad Beal, but I do think John Wall is playable just because there's no way Derrick Rose stays with him. I think you can also take a look at Kevin Love in the spot at 7.5. There's a good chance that we might see Markieff Morris back, and if he is, he's going to be on a minutes restriction, so it's not going to matter as much. Let's take a look at some news on him. Let's take a look. Morris missed Wednesday's game due to suspension. Yeah, so he's good to go, but when he comes back, he's going to be limited to 15 to 16 minutes. He says, man, fuck LeBron too. Well, no, LeBron had a nice one last time, bro. LeBron made value. I think he dropped like 60. Yeah, he made value last time out. Yo, LeBron is usable, bro. He's usable, especially with what they're going through right now. Especially what they're going through right now. LeBron is fucking worthy. He's worthy. He's worthy. This game we got is gonna be the Houston Rockets and the Atlanta Hawks. Dennis Schroeder is a guy I definitely think you can play. Dennis Schroeder. Bazemore at 5.3 is usable, as is Taurean Prince at 5.7. James Harden, I'm going to keep on trying with this kid, man. I'm going to keep trying to go to him. Eric Gordon is in play here at 6.7. I kind of like that. The price is up a little bit. Maybe some Trevor Ariza. This is a really nice Ryan Anderson spot at 4.9. Yo, take a look at that, bro. That is a really solid spot for Ryan Anderson here. I kind of like that. I do like that. You like that? I like that. Next game we got is going to be the Phoenix Suns and my New York Knicks. Yo, without question, two guys that you can most definitely fire up. TJ Warren at 5.6 is usable here, most certainly. I think Tyson Chandler at 4.1 is very usable. He's a guy that can dominate in his catcher going and grabbing. It's a double-double waiting to happen for Tyson Chandler here. I like him in this spot. I think that Kristaps, if he does play, he looks like a game-time decision now, but if he does play at 8.8, you gotta consider him here. Tim Hardaway, can he continue the streaky shooting? You want that to happen against a team like this. Because they do horrible defending guards. Horrible defending the guards. So you got Tim Hardaway Jr., you've got Courtney Lee. I'm not paying 4.8 for Jarrett Jack. I'm just not doing that. Mike James at 5K. The price is up on him just a little bit. I think it could be usable. Maybe some Alex Len off of the bench for the Phoenix Suns. And Frank Nitti at 4K. If I see he's going to be getting some minutes, maybe I can definitely take a shot. Let me take a look at this. Because, yeah, he played 26 minutes last time, and I like that. If I get 26 minutes of Frank Nitti against the Phoenix Suns, that is most certainly usable. Certainly. Next game we got is going to be the New Orleans Pelicans and the Dallas Mavericks. Play Boogie. Just stop it. Just play Boogie. 11.5. Play one of these dudes, man. Boogie or Davis or both. You got Drew Holiday, 6.8. I'm not even going to go too deep into this shit. I even like Etwan Moore at 4.2. It's 108 team total. 213 is going to be the over-under for the complete game. I've got no issues there. I think Harrison Barnes at 5.5 is in place. Somebody's got to do dirty work. Wes Matthews at 4.6 is another guy that's usable. Nerlens at 3.8. Nah, no Nerlens for me. No Nerlens for me. No Nerlens for me. Oh man, yeah. Oh, that's a cash spot for Boogie, man. This is a Boogie spot, bro. Boogie's leading all fantasy players in scoring. That's a cash spot for Boogie. Next game we got is gonna be the Charlotte Hornets going to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. Spurs on a back-to-back. So be careful about the news. We could get popped in some way, shape, or form. Kemba at 7.2 away from the crib. I don't like to play Kemba away from home, but at 7.2 against San Antonio, who really don't have anything at point guard that can like slow him down. My one problem with Kemba is the dude just doesn't do anything else besides score. Like The best game he had, the 60-point game, was a game he had 10 assists. And I think that having Dwight Howard should help that out. But the problem is, Dwight Howard can be canceled out by LaMarcus Aldridge, by Paul Gasol, taking him away from the basket and scoring the ball from the elbow. So I'm going to highlight Kemba. But I just don't love him here. I don't love him here. Jeremy Lamb, 5.5. He's usable. Really want to get a piece of Danny Green at 4.9. Love him in this spot. I think that DeJounte Murray at 5.5 is another guy that's usable. To be honest, the players have to do whatever the NBA and the coaches tell them to do because they're paying them all the millions. If they say go out and stuff, all right. Frank Kaminsky at 4.7, coming off of the bench, I think is usable. That's one of the only bench guys that I really feel like I can use. Malik Monk on the bench. The price is up to him at 4.2. That's crazy. That's too much. Rudy Gay off of the bench, 5.2. That's just too much. I can't do that. Yo, on a state like this, we don't have to dig on the bench, man. We've got enough available guys, and we don't have to dig too deep on any bench, man. We can go 6th, 7th man, maybe. That's the furthest we can go. Next game, we got Miami Heat going to Denver to take on the Nuggets. 214-point total. You got Goran Dragic at 6.6. Yes, we can play backcourts against the Denver Nuggets. Give me some Gary Harris, man. I love him in this spot at 5.2. I really do. I think that Dion Waiters is also playable at 5.8. Hassan Whiteside, yes. 7.6. Yes, give me some Hassan Whiteside. I even think Jokic is in play at 8.6. I wouldn't have a problem with playing him. But for me, if you put Whiteside and Jokic against each other in this matchup at 7.6, I'm going to go Whiteside more often than not. Way more often than not. As far as bench guys go, Will Barton does interest me a ton here at 5.7, as does Kelly Olynyk on the other side at 5.4. Next game we got is going to be the Toronto Raptors and the Utah Jazz. Rudy Gobert, 7.8. Kyle Lowry, 6.9. God, that's cheap for Kyle Lowry, bro. Kyle Lowry under 7K. That's got to be, just for that, just because he's cheap. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be somebody that I look forward to playing. Yeah. I mean, Ricky Rubio defense, isn't that great. I like him here, man. And then you got Jonas again at 4.9. As long as that dude is that cheap, he's usable, even against Rudy Gobert, who's at 7.8. I think I can use Rudy as well. I don't love a lot. I don't love DeRozan in this spot. I don't love Rodney Hood. I think Favors at 4.7 is really cheap, but not somebody that I really have to play. Rubio, I hate to play guys against Kyle Lowry defense because Kyle Lowry is a pretty good on-ball defender that can frustrate point guards at the top of the key. So I don't really love Rubio. Give me some Gobert in this spot. This is a game I don't even have to play a lot from this game. Give me some Gobert, Lowry because of he's under 7K, and maybe some Valanciunas because he's so cheap as well. Next game we got is the Boston Celtics going to Oklahoma City to take on the Thunder. I don't think, okay, 12-game slate, so you don't have to roster people that cheap. Yeah, you really don't. You don't have to go, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go, like, super cheap. You don't. I mean, you can find the value. Like if Aaron Baines is starting at 3.6 against the Oklahoma City Thunder, that's somebody that you can look at. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo Anthony at 7K, usable. Russell Westbrook, yes. Paul George, I kind of like him here. Kyrie at 8.5, 8.4. That's usable. I think we're going to have to see a big Kyrie game in order for him to keep pace with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're going to blow out. Okay. I'm not touching the Rockets. They're going to blow out the Hawks. Yeah, I can't agree with that. I like how low the total is here. The 205 total in Oklahoma City. I kind of like that. I think that means, to me, that we're going to see the best guys from the team actually play well. Like, okay, the one issue is you're going to see Jaylen Brown probably matched up with Andre Roberson. I don't love that for him. Yeah, I don't love that for him. That's going to make me look more towards Tatum. They're similarly priced, but I'm going to look more towards Tatum at 6K. I can use that. And that's it for that game. Last game on the slate, and probably a pretty popular game for the homies in the shop because we love to attack both of these teams and we love to play these guys. Biggest total on the slate, 224 points. D'Angelo Russell going back to Los Angeles. This motherfuckers like to say, "Oh, narrative." Man, if you're telling me that D'Angelo Russell is not gonna go back to Los Angeles and attempt to play the best game of his life against number one, this bitch ass Lonzo Ball, who straight up they like traded away for him. If you're telling me you don't think that D'Angelo Russell is going to attempt to play a dope game, this guy, no Jeremy Lin, he has got the fucking green light to score. He is priced at 7.8, but I definitely think this is a guy that we can use. I do. Him, Hollis Jefferson at 5.7 is a guy that I do like. I think that Damari Carroll is playable at 5.2. Timothy Mozgov is even a guy who might want to play well. I really think he's gonna go ham. I think, well, he's gonna attempt to go ham. The ball has to go in the basket, but I think D'Lo is really gonna try to show the whole team up. Really, really. And then same thing, Brook Lopez. And this a lot of this means, okay, so look how this helps, because with Larry Nance being out, and let's say if Bogut is out, then that automatically means you're going to see a lot of Brook Lopez. That automatically means you're going to see a lot of Julius Randle. I like that cat. That means that you know, at the top of the key, you're going to see Kentavious Caldwell-Pope have to play a lot of defense. So those are the guys that I like from the Lakers. Lock the whole team. Lock the whole team. All right, so you give me maybe some Trevor Booker, Spencer Dinwiddie here, and that's going to be where I live. You know what I mean? I kind of like this one. This is going to be, people are going to be talking about this game all day long. They're going to be talking about this all game long, bro. All day long about who they can play from these spots, man. I think D'Lo is going to attempt to go ham. Now, whether he's going to score 50, I don't know, but I know he's going to try. I can feel him trying to do that. So this is going to be a really, really solid slate. And the revenge narrative can work both ways, because I know Lonzo Ball has got to know this. Lonzo Ball knows that D'Angelo Russell is going to try to, like, show him up. So maybe Lonzo Ball, with his snowflake ass, is going to try to, upstage him. So, and you got to have a short memory in this thing called DFS, man, especially NBA. Yeah, he was a snowflake of the night last night, or tonight. He was a motherfucking snowflake, but we got to get that up off us quick. The funny thing is the price on him is still up above 7K. So maybe, I'm going to highlight him, and we can revisit that and kind of chop that up, all right? So, oh, yes, I'm sorry, no Kuzma. Yes, of course, Kuzma's the best rookie on the fucking team. So we got to look at Kuzma here, too. And, especially with Larry Nance. With Larry Nance being out, this opens up a wealth. This opens up a wealth of opportunity for these two, man. For Randall and Kuzma, Larry Nance being out, I mean, it helps them out a ton. It really does. And you look at the pace of this game, this is a perfect spot for these cats to get a lot of minutes. I like that, man. I like that. Because that one, that has got to go somewhere. That's got to go somewhere. Timothy also says the shop was going to kill me for giving them all the sauce, giving y'all the secret sauce. You know what I'm saying? So, big shout out to everybody in the DFS Sweatshop, man. All the homies in the VIP. Much love to you all. Gotta let you know, bro. Dad, dear old dad, his 65th birthday is tomorrow. Is on the 4th, and I'll be traveling to DC to go ahead and spend that time with him, man. This is Dad, dear old dad, man. We didn't always have the best relationship, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't always have the best relationship, and over the last few years, man, this is dear old dad right here. Over the last few years, we've really been able to rekindle that thing, man, and have a solid relationship, man. And I'm really glad to be going and being a part of his 65th birthday party. And that's my guy. That's my dude, man. That's my dude. So I'm gonna be checking him out, man. His birthday is on the 4th, so happy birthday to you, Dad. And I'll be going out to check him out, man. So there's a very good chance that I won't be able to do a show tomorrow. It's a very good chance, but I'm still gonna probably drop my core 4 in the group, and I would impress upon you all to get your core 4 set in stone and get that together, so that you can have everything set the way that you want it. And then, of course, Saturday, I'm trying to get together with the Iceman, with Ronald the Iceman Coley, so I can get with him, and then we can do that Saturday show to kind of break that down for you all in terms of NFL. So thank you all so much for journeying along with your boy, the DFS Guru. Much love to all of you, man. Thank you all for all the support that you've been giving, man. And you know, the number one thing, man, I want y'all to do is keep it 300, man. If you're on FanDuel, keep it 450. If you're on DraftKings, keep it 325. You're rocking with me, where we keep it real, we keep it honest, and we always keep it 300. Peace.